this quick tutorial on accessing LinkedIn Learning for the first time. The LinkedIn Learning e-resource is available to all members of the Grey Highlands Public Library, and there are a couple of ways that you can access that. But first, you're going to need to go to our website, GreyHighlandsPublicLibrary.com, and once you arrive there, you've got a couple of options. You can go to the quick links on the right-hand side and click on LinkedIn Learning, or you can go to our e-resources, and that page shows you a lot of our e-resources and the instructions on how to access them as well. So we will navigate from here. You'll see the LinkedIn Learning logo, a bit of information about what it is, how you sign in. And in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to log in for the very first time. It's slightly different to all your subsequent logins. So by clicking on the link for LinkedIn Learning, you're going to see your library invites you to LinkedIn Learning. You're going to see the sort of long URL up here, and you're going to see this button, Get Started. So I'm going to use a dummy account so that I can log in for the first time. And I'm going to click Continue, and it's going to log me in. Okay, so it says, welcome to LinkedIn Learning. Before we get started, tell us a bit about yourself. And this will help personalize the experience, so we click on Sounds Good. You want to give yourself maybe about 5 to 10 minutes in order to really sit with this, because to build your profile at first, LinkedIn is going to ask that you select at least 3 skills in order to find courses that you're going to be personally interested in. So for instance, if you're really interested in finance and say career development, but you don't care about human resources, this whole setup here when you first log in for the very first time is really going to help to identify to LinkedIn what to kind of give you and what to recommend for you. Not to say that you can't search for things later, but this is going to be a nice first step. So from the top business topics, for example, I'm going to click on project management, and you may have noticed once I clicked on that, it also gave a few other examples, a few other topics. So just to spread things out a bit, I'll click marketing, and sure enough, there's things like digital marketing, SEO, social media marketing, and I'm going to click on accounting, and so we've got accounting software. So you can keep clicking, as many as you would like. It does say, okay, now you're following 3 skills, so you can continue if you would like. And just for the sake of it, I'm going to click on a couple others here. Cloud computing then spans out to things like cloud storage, and let's say animation and 3D animation. Okay, so now it's saying, all right, you're following 6 skills. Great job. So we can click Continue. Okay, so this is an optional item next. It's setting a weekly goal. Because this is an education website and platform, it's sort of recommending that you set a time each week. So 30 minutes per week is, for some of us, not a whole lot of time to commit, so that might be really easy for us to commit to, and this is actually what they recommend. It starts out at 30 minutes. You could say, okay, I want to become an expert in something, so I'm going to do at least an hour every week. And you can also do 120 minutes, you can do 15 minutes. And if you want to set this goal, we'll just click on 30 minutes recommended. If you don't want to set a goal, you can click on maybe later. Just for the sake of this tutorial, I'll click on set a goal. Okay, so now it's identifying that we're all set. We're going to start getting recommendations, and we've set a weekly goal. So I'm going to click Start Learning. So right away, there's a few items here. There's the main page that you can always return back to using the LinkedIn Learning logo. There is a Browse button, and this is a bit more streamlined. You're just looking at the titles of the different either business, creative, or technology topics. And so it's a little less distracting to depending on what you're looking for. So to return, I will click back on the logo. And as you can see, there are some recommended videos to get started with, and most of these are sort of newer videos. You'll kind of see newer videos up at the top here, and you can get rid of the terms and privacy notice just by clicking that X. And then you can see down here, saved courses as well as in progress courses will appear on this sort of dashboard. So as you're seeing here, because we started our account on February 8th, it's looking at your weekly goal and it's saying, okay, I'm going to track for you. You said you want to do 30 minutes, and you can always edit your goal as well. And then we get into things like the recommendations. So we've got top picks because you're interested in cloud computing, which is one of the topics that I said that I was interested in, and because you're interested in accounting. And as you scroll down, you're going to see more and more of these recommendations. And as you watch more and enroll in more courses, you're going to see those recommendations change a bit. So if you logged in and you were like, oh, I only picked 3 things, and I'm actually really interested in photography, but I didn't click on that, you can search up at the top. So we'll type in photography. So right away, 570 courses for photography. If you were like, well, actually, I just care about, product photography or photography gear, you can click on these. And so to the right-hand side here, you're seeing, okay, we've got 719 results, and there's things like introduction. You're going to see that this is an entire course. You're going to see who it's by. Sometimes you're going to recognize these names potentially, and you're going to see the title. You can also save these as well. So like we saw in the dashboard, you can save a few of these if you're going, well, I don't know if that I really want to start this right now, but I will save these for later. And like in some cases, these are courses, some cases they're videos. So there's also a more button, so you can start to add things to collections just to keep yourself organized. And when we scroll back up to the top, you can also filter these results. So for instance, if you were like, well, I don't want to see the courses themselves, I would just like to see a quick video, you can click on any of these filters and it will change the results. So instead of, the 700 results, there's now 600 results because we just clicked on only videos, and maybe we only want to see beginner videos. So right away, we've halved the number of videos. So again, we're looking at just videos, not entire courses. We can save these, we can unsave them. And if you ever clicked on something and you're going, oh, I'm not a beginner, I'm an intermediate, you can click on the X and try again. So things like time to complete, as well as, different software and so on. You can filter by these as well. And again, if you ever want to get back to your dashboard, just click on the LinkedIn Learning logo. And you'll see, okay, we've saved a few of these for later, and it's only showing me a couple of them, but if I click on Show All, it's showing me everything that I wanted to look at. And then you'll also see your in progress, your collections, your learning history, as well as skills. So these are skills that you can add. So maybe we'll put in that digital marketing, we'll put in the Microsoft Office. So these are skills I'm interested in. So this is another opportunity to affect that main page and see different suggestions and recommendations at some point. So you can also go and access that through the My Learning. Up at the right-hand side here, you can change your language if you want to be learning these different courses and videos in different languages. There's thousands upon thousands of videos in all these different languages. So anything you're looking to learn will be accessible in all of these languages. And then if you're ever looking to see your your settings or anything like that, you want to do some more digging, you can click on the Me drop-down icon and find things out that way as well. So there's a lot of different ways to access everything that's in LinkedIn. And like I said at the beginning of this tutorial, you won't be going through this process each time you log in, but it is a good idea to not try and skip through and spend a little bit of time on what it is you're interested in and expanding out a few of the subjects and topics and so on, and to keep in mind that you can always search as well as browse for more topics and things that interest you and things that you want to expand your professional and personal development on. So that is it for this LinkedIn Learning tutorial. I hope that this helps you sign on. Something to keep in mind is that you will need a membership with the Grey Highlands Public Library. And having said that, when you do get your membership, you will need to sign into our catalog, our online catalog, at least once before you can log in to LinkedIn. So if we go back to our website, you'll see Koha on the right-hand side. Koha is the ILS system that we use. So you can click on that and you can log into your account either at the very upper right-hand corner or just off to the side on the right here, and log in at least once before accessing LinkedIn Learning. So thank you very much for watching, and if you have any further questions, any technical glitches, any need for a new membership or renewing your membership, you can contact us on the website. You can give us a phone call, you can submit, and you can email us directly. So we will be more than happy to figure out getting your account all set up and getting you on to LinkedIn Learning and all of our other e-resources. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.